So cold does not exist. What is the first word you think of when you say this? Cold, right? We feel a cold wind, we catch a cold, we feel a cold glass of water. But what if I told you that in real world there is no such thing as cold? I know it sounds weird, but that's how really science works. And today I'm gonna tell you why. So let's start with a simple secret. Cold is just like darkness. Can you create darkness? Can you create something like a darkness torch? No. You can't create darkness. The only thing that you can do is to simply take light away from it. And when you take light away from something, what resides is darkness, right? Cold work in the same way. You can't create cold. What you can do is take heat away from it. So the question arises: what is heat then? So let's dig a little deeper inside the micro universe, like where the atoms reside. Every single thing around you, like this diary and this stopwatch, every single thing around you is made up of atoms, and every atom is moving at some frequency, or in simple words, at some speed. Now, the higher the speed of the movement of the atoms will be, the higher will be the temperature of something. So, when you see or when you say something like this is very hot, the reality is that the atoms inside that object is moving at a much higher speed than it should be. So let's get back to where my hands were touching the ice. So what were really happening there? My hand was touching the ice, and the thing is that the atoms inside my hand and the atoms inside the ice are all moving in the different frequency. The atoms inside the ice are moving at a much slower speed than in comparison to my hand's atoms, and when they both come in contact, the heat, or you can say the energy from my hand, the more faster moving atoms get transferred to the ice, which where atoms are moving at a much slower speed. So ice gains some heat or energy from my hand, and it start melting because its temperature is rising, right? Because the atoms will start moving at a much higher speed now. So when my hand touches the ice, what really happening is the heat from my hand is getting taken away from it. So my hand is not feeling cold. In reality, we just losing heat. So that's what trying to tell you here, that there is no such thing as cold. The only thing that resides in our cosmos is heat, and either there can be more heat or less heat. There is no such thing as cold. So when you see a refrigerator, how does a refrigerator works? Inside refrigerator, you put a tray of water. Sorry, inside refrigerator you put a tray of water, and after some time it turns to ice. So what really happens? The thing is, the refrigerator. Sorry for my English. So for refrigerator, it contains a special fluid known as refrigerant, and what refrigerant does, it does take heat away from something. Like when you put water inside the fridge, the refrigerant takes heat away from water, and when you take heat away from something, this temperature falls, right? So after some time, your water turns into ice because its temperature is really goes down, or more accurately you can say the atoms inside the water started moving slowly. They start they start losing heat, and after some time they turns into ice. There is a question arises when you think about this more, that what happens if you start taking heat away from something, and you keep taking it away up to the point where the atom just simply stops moving. So is it possible like the atoms will stop moving? So yeah, it is possible. Scientists call it as the absolute zero, or the 0 point, which is approximately equal to minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. So the thing is, nothing in this universe can become colder than minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. So it's like telling atoms in all the universe that stop, don't move, and that's the lowest point you can achieve in this cosmos. Okay, I know this sounds simple, but this simple thing will now change the way you see this universe in your daily life, right? Like next time when you are sitting in an AC room, just think about it, that AC is not pumping cold air, it's just taking heat away from your body and your surroundings, and that's why you are feeling cold. That's all for this video. Sorry for all the disturbance. This is the first time I'm sitting in a camera, and English is not my native language, so I am having the difficulty of converting things from Hindi to English. And this is just the information that I wanted to share with everyone. I know no one is watching it, but anyway, I will keep making the videos because there's a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and this is the only way I think I can. So stay tuned for videos like this.